This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 7, and it reads through the Holy Scriptures. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Be ye not troubled, for such things must need be, but the end shall not be yet. This is the book of Mark chapter 13, verse 8, and it reads, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makar. Double honors to the elders for preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to your Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out from the Jerusalem Post. And this was by TZVIJOFFRE and published April the 24th, 2023. And last updated April 24th, 2023. And it reads, it says Israeli artillery targets Hezbollah site in southwest Syria report. And it says the IDF dropped leaflets in the area warning the Syrian army against cooperating with Iran and Hezbollah. In Israeli artillery strike target a site belonging to the Hezbollah organization movement near the Qumtira in the southwest Syria early Monday morning, according to Syrian reports. I guess that little clip that 9-second clip was showing artillery or potential or a rocket launch was fired in that region by the IDF, which is the Israeli Defense Force, entering the Syrian area. Continuing on with the reading. Slovakia. And it says, according to the local New Abul Hassan, the Israeli artillery target the Qav al Nafah site near the Syrian-Israeli border. It says an explosion could be heard in the video, reportedly from the area. The pro-Assad al-Tawan newspaper reported that 20 shells were fired at the Qav al-Nafah site. The Lebanese Al-Madan TV reported that no injuries were reported in the attack. It says Syrian and Israeli officials have not confirmed the reports. The IDF leaf warns the Syrian army against working with Iran. Later in the morning, a leaflet were reportedly dropped by the IDF in the area warning the Syrian army against cooperating with Iran and Hezbollah. Right, because Israel, which is the Israeli Defense Force, continuously have tensions against Iran and Hezbollah. Let's see if I'm able to. So yeah, that's the rest of the article right there. Oh, it says the strike. Oh, let me continue on with the reading. It was able to load up. Slovakia. It says the strike comes just. Oh wow. me 1 second. It was bringing something else up. At get back to the part where I was going to read. It says the strike comes just days after. Matter of fact, I'll just leave it as that, and bring out the scripture once again. Cause once again, like I mentioned before, but I guess the Israeli Defense Force was sending a warning to the Syrian army to not cooperate with the Iranians and Hezbollah as well too. While Iran and Hezbollah, its allies with one another, going against the Israeli Defense Force, because Iran and Hezbollah look at the IDF, which is the Israeli Defense Force. They look at them as adversaries because tensions are escalating between those nations. And I'm gonna read it again. That's why you have consistently the Israeli Defense Force been firing off missiles over there and throughout the region of Syria, definitely Aleppo and Damascus as well too. With the recent artillery strikes from the IDF, I believe they fired over there from the southwest region of Syria, as they warned the Syrian army not to cooperate with the Israeli, not to cooperate with Iran and Hezbollah, as the tensions between the IDF versus Iran and Hezbollah tensions are continuing to escalate and increasing, especially the cross-border conflict of the Israeli border, of the Israel border, and the Syrian border as well too. When you have ongoing clashes between the pro-Iranian groups versus the Israelis, which is the Israeli Defense Force. I just want to add a note to that. Sorry about kind of slipping the tongue on the words. But this is the book of Mark, chapter 13 and verse 7. I'm gonna read it out again for edification's sake. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Right. This is a continual, ongoing, increasing rumor of war between these nations, clashing against one another. Ongoing, continual commotions of wars, proxy wars that we continue to see increase. Definitely the pro-Iranian groups in Iran and Hezbollah versus the Israeli Defense Force. A cross-border conflict throughout the Israel and Syrian border as well too. And I'm gonna go to verse 8. This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 8. And I'm gonna read it again. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. Right, so that's what you call nation shall rise against nation, and the increasing of wars and rumors of wars. Of this latest incident over there, the southwest of Syria, As it says again, the Israeli artillery targets Hezbollah site in southwest Syria as the Israeli Defense Force continues to target pro-Iranian group sites over there in the southwest region of Syria and the eastern part of Syria as well too, where you have pro-Iranian facilities over there being stationed over there, while you have the Israeli Defense Force firing off artilleries and firing off missiles as well too. So those tensions between Hezbollah of its organization, because you got the Hezbollah organization is located in Lebanon, the Gaza Strip, and throughout the West Bank as well too, versus the Israeli Defense Force, because you have Israeli Defense Force. They look at the adversaries of Iran and Hezbollah as well too, and the resistance of the Palestinians as well too. So those tensions are definitely going to continue to escalate between these nations and organization factors as well too. So that's why I brought out the book of Mark 13 and 7. You know, the wars and rumors of wars and nation shall rise against nation, as we're going to continue to see that increase and escalate now so more than ever. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of this recent news article and the reference scripture of the Holy Scriptures are brought out in reference to this news article. So with that, hopefully this news article was edifying, like I mentioned again. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.